Okay boys, this toolbox one is for what we call the Armagaurd ute, or the slightly older Hilux, let's say. At the moment it's got a smaller toolbox, so I'll probably redo this when we get a bigger one for it, but basically same sort of deal with this one. Heavy tools, lump hammers, floats in a bucket right at the back here, brushes, spray cans, anything heavy that's a hand tool that will fit in there, put it in there. Don't put string lines, tapes, anything that's kind of a bit delicate. Don't put it in there because it will just get trashed and broken in there. They go in this toolbox in here. Next along is the radio, and again, whether it's this radio or another one, the radio just basically slots in there. This is a corded drill. It probably will have a case eventually, but that just slots in there. Cordless drill, small grinder, the hand toolbox, which again has you know, Allen keys, spanners, steel cutters, chainsaw, blades, tapes, little squares, all those little hand tool things that are a bit more delicate and smaller, can get lost in the bigger one, or trashed and broken. They all go in there. In particular, tapes and string lines, which we use all the time. Then again, up the back corner, your safety box with gloves, earmuffs, goggles, masks, anything that's safety related, and then the safety box goes on top of that. And the other bucket in the corner is drill bits, bits in general. So we have a jar here, which basically all the little bits of, you know, Phillips heads, hex heads, bits for the drills go in there. All the actual drill bits themselves, ideally back in one of these, which has all the measurements on it. So the next bloke who comes along and needs to find a 9mm drill bit, he knows exactly where it is. In there, jerry cans, oils, petrol in here, 2-stroke oil, and bar lube for the chainsaw. And then the chainsaw slots in on top of where the level, the axe, the hedge pruners and the cocky beak pruners go, and they all just slot down in there, and then obviously the builder's square at the back. So again, the leads at the end of a job or at the end of the day or whatever, if you need to, you can just put them basically on top of that. But just make sure that, you know, if you come to the ute and those leads are in there, that you pull them out and put the tools underneath the leads and then put them on at the end of the day. Most of the time the leads will only be getting put back in the toolbox at the end of a job. And the other thing is also, while we're on it, most of the time when we're on the actual job itself, we'll have a big bucket which is for the site tools. So anything that you don't want to be getting in and out of the ute every morning, you leave it in that big bucket, and then you put it all back in the ute at the end of the project, ready for the next one. Alright fellas, so that's it. Toolbox organisation. You little beauty.